Alright, hey everybody, we're going to be opening up a box of the first chapter. I'm super excited for this set. We did get to sample it at Gen Con, and it is a phenomenal game. We will be having release events tomorrow at our Columbus location at 6:30 p.m. and at our Seymour location on Saturday at 6 p.m. Alright, let's dive in. There are 4 rarity types in this set. So you can see on the bottom that that's going to represent common. You have 6 uncommons, and then, or 6 commons, then your uncommons. 3 of. That symbol is your rarity symbol. You can get a super rare, a rare, or a legendary card in this slot. It is a rare. And then we got a cold foil rare. That's pretty cool. Dr. Facilier. Heck yeah. There are already quite a few decks that have been brewed up. There is some serious spice happening. Got our commons, uncommons. Be prepared. This is a Wrath of God for Lorcana. Banish all characters. And you can sing it out. Aurora. That's your super rare symbol. And Maui, another cold foil rare. It's pretty cool. Alright. Jetson, Horus. White Rabbit's Pocket Watch. So Rush is essentially a haste mechanic. You can challenge, but you cannot quest with that. A Whole New World. So another song card. And this is a Wheel of Fortune. Each player discards their hand and draws 7 cards. And Mother Knows Best. There are 24 packs in a box. 12 cards in each pack. And there are alternate art cards that do come in them. It's about a 1 per case pull rate. They do have quite a bit of value. Befuddle, I like this card. Captain Hook, Plasma Blaster, and Scar. That's 3 rare cold foils so far. That's pretty good. You will know when it's an alternate art. It's essentially the equivalent of a borderless card. And Hades. Nice. Oh, and then that's our legendary symbol right there. John Silver. And a cold foil Minnie Mouse. Alright. So a lot of the decks I've been seeing do focus a lot with commons, uncommons. There are, obviously you're going to have your rares and stuff like that in there, but alright, so we got Lady Tremaine. You can return an action card from your discard to your hand. That's pretty cool. Got some action synergy, recursion. And cold foil Captain Hook. Alright. Elsa. Stitch. This card's pretty powerful. Each opponent chooses and discards 2 cards. get that out quick, you can definitely do some disruption. Jafar. Mulan. This card is such a good card. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, your other characters get +1 lore this turn. So you get out a whole bunch of little guys while you're waiting to ramp into Mulan, and then from there, you can close out a game real quick. And Friends on the other side, this is your draw engine card. It can be sung out as well, so really got a lot of value in that card. Running purple, you're probably going to want to run that. Alright. Moana. Reflection. It can be good. I've done a little playtesting with it, and early, I definitely say it's good to get your deck stacked the way you want it, but late game, it's just kind of a dead draw. But the beauty of this is that it can always be used to put into your inkwell. Poisoned Apple. This is a good card, especially against Princess Tribal. Grab Your Sword. I've played against that. That is nasty to deal with. And Coconut Basket. So this is also pretty good, removing 2 damage from a chosen character every time you play a card. Can definitely help offset some stuff if you're doing a lot of challenging. Brooms and Mickey. That deck is nasty. You can, if you get 2 Mickeys out, you can cast Brooms for free. It's gross. Alright. Grandma Tala. So she's super strong if you're going the ramp synergy. Whenever she's banished, you can put her in your inkwell face down and exerted. Get her out early. Do some damage to an opponent's character, or just get a lore in. Hope they'll challenge. Just in time. You know, I think it's not a terrible card, but the fact that it's 3 to cast a card for 5 or less for free is, you know, it's okay, but it can't be put into your inkwell, so I'm on the fence about it. Robin Hood, definitely a good card for drawing if you don't have a lot of draw in your deck. And then it does have evasive. And then Megara. She's just a buffer. Tink. Again, another good card for doing inkwell ramp. When you play them, you can put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. Definitely a strong one to run. Simba, super good early game. You play him, you can draw a card and then choose and discard, so just filtering out some stuff early on. Belle, she's definitely super good for if you're running Tramato, or however you say his name, which essentially gives you additional lore for every item you have in play, and she allows you to pay 1 less for the next item you play that turn. And Maleficent, you know, she's good in the fact that she costs 1 and quests for 2 lore. Outside of that, just whatever. Stitch. So Stitch can be shifted, and when you play a character with cost 2 or less, you may exert them to draw a card. So that can definitely be some really good mid-game synergy, because shifting for 4. And then Flounder. Alright, so let's see. Simba, I really like Simba. Bodyguard with Protect can definitely, you know, protect some of your cards. Like if you're going the inkwell route for Belle, having him out and other bodyguards out so you can quest with her is super strong. Alright. Maui. Rapunzel. So we get another legendary. You can remove 3 damage. Draw a card for each damage removed this way. So she's just really good for getting some cards into your hand. And then Ariel. Alright. Ward's an interesting mechanic. Important to note that cards that do not say choose, so something like grab your sword, Ward is not going to protect it, so it's not be all end all in that way. 1 jump ahead, it's a good one. Can sing it out. Put a inkwell card in your inkwell face down and exerted, so another good ramp. Be our guest. If you're running orange, amber, this is a card you will put in there. Look at top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a character card, put it into your hand. Just really good filter. Genie's okay. Tamatoa. So this was the card I was talking about. So this character gets +1 lore for each item you have in play. And when you play them and whenever you quest, you can return an item card from your discard to your hand. So, very strong in that way. Oh, we got a cold foil beast. That's pretty cool. Cold foil legendary. When you play this character, exert all opposing damaged characters with rush. So, pretty strong card. Alright. Flotsam and Jetsam, they have some synergy together. Really probably not going to be any sort of like tiered deck, but it's fun. Develop your brain, essentially an opt. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put 1 into the hand and the other on the bottom. So early game, it's a must, and it can be put into your inkwell. Alright. Fan the Flames, so ready chosen character, they can't quest for the rest of the turn. Super good for if you're challenging or questing with a character and want to protect them from being challenged the following turn. Anna, so there's some Anna Elsa synergies, which obviously, but having played it a bit, I'm not really sure how good it is, but it's fun. Captain Hook. So yes, this has some pretty good synergy. There's Fire the Cannons, which deals 2 damage to chosen character. And when you play him, you can return that card from your discard to your hand. So definitely good. Lilo, basically same thing as the Maleficent we saw earlier. 1/1/1, that quest for 2. And Sergeant Tibbs, good old Tibby boy. He's not that good, but I love him. Alright. Well, we're definitely seeing a lot of stuff. So this is another Elsa in red, which is interesting. Whenever you play a character named Anna, you can ready her. So some nice like ready synergy there. Lefu. He's okay. Ransack's good. Draw 2 cards, then choose and discard 2. So again, just another filter. Iago. Reckless. So it's essentially like a goad mechanic. Haven't toyed around with that too much. I'm sure there's gonna be a good deck with that though. And Kronk. Just a beat stick. Alright. When you play her, you can draw, so not terrible for Maleficent. And Rapunzel, she's one of the, I'd say, like, main cards in the Ruby, the Ruby deck that, Ruby Emerald? Yeah, Ruby and Emerald. When you play her, each opponent loses 1 lore, and she quests for 2 with 5/4. But outside of that, I don't see her having a lot of play. Mad Hatter. So this is a pretty interesting card. Quest for 3, 2, 4. Whenever they are challenged, you can draw a card. So definitely, if you can like buff it up, lean into that challenge and get some draw off of it. Maleficent, not too impressed by this one. Dr. Facilier. And Dingle Hopper. Alright. Pump Spells. Donald Duck with Ward. Fire the Cannon. So this is what I was talking about with that synergy with Captain Hook. It only costs 1. So you just get it out really early and get Captain Hook out, and you can do it twice. Cinderella. Aladdin. So I've played against this. The shift for 5 for this card is nasty. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you gain 2 lore and each opponent loses 2 lore. It can operate almost like a prison against you, depending on what deck you're playing, because you just don't want to quest your challenge into that. Oh, we got another Beast. And Prince Eric. Alright. Let's see. Tips. Fire the Cannon. Bell, like we talked about. Starkey. So there's some captain synergy in this. While you have a captain character and play this character gets +1 lore. Would be better if it did that for each captain in play, but you know. Then you've got a Vanilla Stitch for 6, that quests for 3, not terrible. And this Stitch. When you play this character, if you have 2 or more other characters in play, you may draw 2 cards. Pretty strong, but no shift ability. And Jafar. Another thing you might be noticing on the cards is subtypes. In this set, you won't see any sort of synergy. Well, you see the captain synergy and a little bit of villain synergy, I suppose, but you've got like Dreamborn, so fully expecting that to come into play in maybe chapter 2 or 3. And it's also interesting because it'll show them as like kind of how they are in their story, but it can also show villains, like if it's Floodborn, as like what you would perceive as like them not being a villain. So kind of cool there. Alright. Mickey Mouse with Bodyguard. This guy's pretty nasty for 6. And then yeah, you do have a Musketeer synergy. Don't think there are too many Musketeer things. This might be the only one, but for now. This card's interesting. I did a limited with it, and it was pretty nice having it come back to my hand when it banished. Dragonfire, so just get rid of a problem card. It does cost 5, but it's nice to know it's there against certain decks. Alright, so cute. Hakuna Matata can be sung, remove up to 3 damage from each of your characters, so there's some strong stuff in there. Alright. So, Ursula's Shell Necklace. Whenever you play a song, you may pay 1 to draw a card. It's not bad. Steal from the Rich. Whenever one of your character quests this turn, each opponent loses 1 lore. So that is strong. If you quest with a lot of characters, like think with Mulan, like you're getting a whole bunch of lore and they're losing a lot of lore. And Duke of Wesselton. Alright, the Broom. We haven't seen the Mickey that goes with it yet, though. And Dragonfire again. Mother Knows Best. Return chosen character to their player's hand. Can be sung out, so definitely can do some disruption there. Jasmine, she shifts for 3, and when she comes into play and when she quests, you may remove up to 2 damage from each of your characters. So definitely a good card if you're going into a challenge route, I'd say. Then we have Hans. You may deal 1 damage to chosen character when they quest. Pretty cool. And do it again. We got another cold foil rare. Return an action card from your discard to your hand. Alright. Got 4 packs left. Timon. You may remove up to 1 damage from chosen character for 1 in a 1/2. It's really not a terrible card. Alright. That's the Flotsam. So yeah, Flotsam, Jetsam, they have that synergy where they can give each other their abilities. Ursula. So I did run with Ursula. I just, if she was 6, like for sure. But at 7, that can't be put into your inkwell. Just can be a feels bad. And Maleficent. Alrighty. Mickey Mouse. Cerberus. Cool. Cut to the chase. You can give a character rush this turn. This goes really well with like a Mulan thing, because whenever she challenges and banishes, so you can kind of catch them off guard. Your other characters are going to get +1 lore. And Scar. So this card's pretty gross. Shift for 6. When you play this character, ready your characters with cost 3 or less that can't quest. So you can ready everything that's 3 or less. Captain Hook, shift for 3. Challenger +3. And characters with cost 3 or less can't challenge this character. Pretty interesting. And Sven. All right. We've seen quite a bit of the cards like out of this box, so I do like that, having a wide pull rate. Birthday Lights, this is a mana rock. If you are running this color, you run this. You may pay 1 less ink for the next character you play this turn. Mickey Mouse, shift for 5. When you play an action, chosen opposing character can't quest during their next turn. So, a little bit of prison. Oh, cool. We got the Mickey that has the broom synergy in cold foil. That's pretty rad. So yeah, basically you pay 1 less ink to play broom characters, and whenever one of your broom characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand. So having played that against it, it was nasty. Not a lot you could do except for try to kill the brooms before Mickey came out, or try to tag Mickey quick. Right, last pack, Disney? And we got another Elsa. Do it again. If it's not broke, I love the name of that card. Again, a good thing to go with Tamatoa. Turn an item card from your discard to your hand. And Aladdin Street Rat. Alright, well that was our box. We didn't see any all arts, but it was still a really good box overall. I'd say we saw a lot of the cards out of the set out of one box, which is really what you want. So definitely pick this product up, play with it, invest in it. It's a really strong set. Alright, have a good day.